Hey Keith,
Hey,
what's going on?
not a whole lot.
So for everyone watching, if you haven't already checked out Keith, he's from 93 Lumber. Go check out his channel. We'll link to it at the end of the video, somewhere over here-ish, and then down below. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I am so excited for this beer, which comes courtesy of Keith over there. You picked this up at the brewery, right?
Yes.
What'd you say?
I was going to say it was my pleasure to send it to you.
Thank you so much. Like I saw this in the box and I was like, oh my god, this is like right up my alley. Um, but we should probably tell the people what this is instead of just be like, oh, I just want to just drink this beer. This is from Fox Farm in Connecticut. It is called the Cavern. It is a smoked Doppelbock coming in at 7%. Oh man. I've said this in many of my smoked beer reviews. Like I've only been not recently, but within the last year, I was into smoked beers and then I stopped. And then last year I've just been getting way more into them. And I think in a lot of my videos, I'm like, I'm turning into Keith.
Yeah.
Like they're just, and then I like, I love like, just a general smoked like lager or something like that. But when I see something like this is different. Like you don't really get, like, has anyone ever had a smoked Doppelbock?
Yeah. They're, yeah. I think I've only had a couple of them. There's
smoked Doppelbocks.
Yeah. And I think there's a bunch of breweries that do them, but they're like, usually when I see them, they're like in the Pacific Northwest or down south, or a lot of the more traditional, or maybe not traditional breweries, but like we have a lot of hype breweries in the Northeast area.
Yeah.
And not many people are hyped about smoke beer, so you don't really find them that often.
No, it does seem like it's coming. Maybe it's just because I'm now seeking them out more and I'm finding them. But like when I walked into Bearwolf for that and I saw that smoked wheat every day beer, I was like, oh wow, they actually have a smoked beer. That's kind of crazy because not many places do.
Yeah.
You want to open it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And it does have a
can on date.
So it was canned like 4 months ago, a little over 4 months ago.
Which for a beer like this is perfectly fine.
Yeah. And I bought we were at the brewery beginning of June, so bought it a little over a month ago. So it was already like 3 months old when I bought it. So
nice. We've got our Willie Betcher glasses. And I guess what you just said says something about smoked beers is when you got there, it was already a few months old because nobody was buying the cans. Yeah. And for a Fox Farm beer, like that's for their stuff not to sell out. Yeah, I'm being that guy. I'm taking a picture immediately because it's such a cool looking pour. Mike and I were joking the other day. We're like, we get more likes if we post a picture of the beer versus ourselves when we release videos. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Stop in the middle of a video and just start taking pictures? Like, you've done it before and you look stupid doing it there. But if it gets us more likes.
Yeah, that's true. And I'll also say, I think I had this at the brewery when we were there, but I don't remember. So
fair enough.
But yeah, I think I did.
It looks pretty.
Yeah.
On camera, it looks just kind of one-dimensionally dark, but in person, it's like a really light. It's like sort of like a mahogany almost.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
Got about.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
A little bit of like if I hold it up to the light, it's like a little bit of like a reddish orange kind of.
Oh yeah, 100. Oh wow, you're right. If I hold it up to the light in front of me, yeah, right at the bottom too. Yeah, it's like a burnt reddish orange. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't have much of a head. I didn't. But,
I've been trying to do more mic pour so I don't get yelled at.
Yeah, that's like a little darker than khaki color.
Yeah,
it looks a little lighter on at least on my camera, it looks a little bit lighter than it actually is. But
Yeah, yours actually looks more like kind of like a Guinness head
yeah,
color wise. Yeah, mine's look. Yeah, on mine on the camera it looks like this is a little more what it looks like in person,
yeah,
but it's very frothy, kind of like when you have like a root beer float or something like that, and the ice cream starts melting.
oh yeah,
And you get
yeah,
like that. Yeah. It kind of has that consistency. Like I think I could spoon this.
yeah.
It looks awesome. Do you want to get a nose?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
This is unreal. This is 100% what I wanted in the nose. It's smoky. It smells like bacon. It's peaty.
Yeah, it's got a nice sweetness to it too.
Yeah. Yeah. If you take a really deep pull, it gets more peaty. But if you kind of like a gentle pull, that's where like you get like more of that like sweetness, like crackery malt with the smoke. Oh man, this smells delicious.
Yeah,
Shall we dive in?
let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for sending this, dude.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That is smoked meat.
Yeah,
and
this is outstanding.
Little bit of the like, because I don't know about you, but like with my smokiness, I do like to lean a little more to like the like charcoal ashtray kind of smokiness, and this kind of does both of those things. It does lean a little more like the smoked meats, bacon, bologna kind of thing, but but I really like the combination of the two.
The ashtray charcoal comes in sort of near the finish, like it's more smoked meats up front, and then as I was just sitting there not sipping, and I'm talking now, it's kind of coming through on the aftertaste more. So it is like the best of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for the Doppelbock characteristics, there's a whole lot of smoke. It is overpowering in a good way, because if you're going for a smoked Doppelbock, I think you want the smoke, right?
Yeah.
But there is still like that malty characteristic, a little bit of sweetness. I'm not getting anything like kind of like grapey or anything that I tend to get in a Doppelbock, but like it's still kind of the Doppelbock vibes are still there. And then as I'm talking, there's that the ashtrayness, but it's also something that's like I guess it's like a peatiness, like right after you kind of finish a glass of like Lagavulin or something. Not finish that, but take a sip of Lagavulin where it kind of lingers. Yeah. It almost leaves this. I don't know if this makes sense. With that Lagavulin vibe, do you have like a numbing feeling on your tongue? Does that make sense? Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Or I'm explaining it incorrectly. Or it's tingly.
Yeah. That might be, I don't know what the do you think that's the do you think that might be to do with the carbonation? I am getting what you're talking about. I know sometimes I get that a little bit when like, because beers can have like that little bit of like spritzy carbonation. This isn't spritzy.
Yeah.
Like that's not what I'm trying to say. But I know like carbonation can give you that sensation.
Yeah. The first when I took my first sip of this, my first thought was, for a big in your face smoky beer, it drinks clean.
Yes.
which kind of sounds like an oxymoron when you're talking about a big smoky beer. But people that like smoked beers, I think will get that. But yeah, this is really good.
Yeah,
really good.
And you do get. I'm not going to say that this is like well, I'll just say, like, after a few sips, you do get a little bit more of the Doppelbock, a little bit more of the sweetness. Like, so you do get a little bit more of the beer, but it still is very, that smoke character is very much the forefront of the beer.
I feel like a lot of the Doppelbock characteristics, as I drink more, just like you said, come through kind of on the side palate. I get that, like, kind of darker, sweet, crackery malt type vibe going on, but then the smoke's still kind of there to carry through everything. Do they make a non-smoked version of this? I imagine probably, right?
Maybe. I'm not familiar, but I assume they would. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I've had their smoked Helles and their regular Helles. Mike and I did them like back to back a few months ago. I think Steven sent them, and I remember the smoked Helles was something else. It was really good.
Yeah.
But Fox Farm, they know what they're doing. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. They are.
Oh,
yeah, I'm not sure what the background is. I don't know if like I'm not sure if like it was just like some home brewer who's like, oh, I own some property in the middle of Connecticut, so I'm just going to open this little brewery, and it's just like crazy good home brewer, or if he's like one of those guys who like started home brewing and they work for one brewery and then another brewery and something like that.
How's the space? I remember you sent pictures, but that's the only time I've ever seen it. I never looked it up.
I don't know specifically what the spaces are, but like the tap room is in like kind of like a barn kind of thing. It's got like a silo and stuff like that. And I think I don't know if, and then they have another building like kind of like there's a house all the way in the back, and then there's the like barn thing that has the tap room and stuff, and then there's another building, and it looked like there were barrels, so I don't know if that's their barrel room or barrel building or if it's combo brewery and barrel room. Not sure specifically, but it was weird because like it's one of those breweries that if you're like looking at pictures online, you're just like, oh, this is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to a viewer and they said I was like, oh, I really want to go to Fox Farm. He's like, honestly, unless you have another reason to be in the area, there is no point to go because there is nothing around it.
I mean it is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but like when you're going to Fox Farm, you like turn off onto a side road, and then it's like I think the tap room building is like maybe 100 feet or so off the road, but it is a back road. But yeah. It just seems like,
is it like Hill Farmstead, middle of nowhere type deal?
Ish maybe. Like I'm not super familiar with the area, but like it is kind of. I mean, I guess it's not super in the middle of nowhere because like we went to I forget the name of the place, the town we were in, but they're in Salem, and we went to the Mohegan Sun Casino, and it's only like 15 minutes or 20 minutes from there. So like it's not in the middle of nowhere, but like where it is, there's like really nothing like in the immediate vicinity of.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, then it was 50 minutes from Mohegan Sun. I'm keeping that in the back of my mind the next time I'm forced to go to Mohegan Sun. Gotta make something good about that trip. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about everything I've had from Fox Farm, from like IPAs to stouts to lagers. Everything they've they've done has just been it's hype train, but it lives up to the hype 100%.
Yeah,
They're so good.
definitely a fan.
Yeah,
and even like the like how like you'll drink a beer and it's not really your style. Like I've had a couple of those from Fox Farm where I was just like, it's like it's not for me, but it's still like a really good beer. Like it's So yeah, they're good at what they do.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, dude, again, thank you so much for sending this right up my alley. I just looked at I looked at the label real quick and I was like, is that a panda? And I was like, no, the beer is called the Cavern, so therefore the label is a Cavern. But it kind of, if you look quickly, it looks like a panda bear, right? I'm not crazy.
Oh yeah.
This is like one of those Rorschach tests. Like, what does this say about me that I think this looks like a panda?
No, that actually looks like what are those things called? They are those like they're like microscopic organisms that are called like something bears, and they can like survive in space. They kind of look like that.
Oh, really? Like, I was thinking you were meant to say like amoebas or something, but
no, they're called like bear something or something bears. But they're and they can survive in space and stuff.
Weird. Now I need to look that up. Or guys down in the comments if someone wants to talk about bears that can survive in space.
But yeah, it's definitely not that, because you can see there's like barrel. There's
you
can
definitely see it. Or I wonder if this is their, unless they have like an underground silo.
Oh yeah, I wonder if one of those buildings is like. I wonder if like their outside space is like on top of like some underground. Like they have like I don't know if they do any like open fermentation lagers or anything like that, like OEC does.
Yeah, like Cool Ship. Yeah, I don't recall anything that I've seen, at least. But I'm pretty sure you would have seen a Cool Ship outside. Like, well, I guess they didn't have to be outside, but
no, I'm talking about like, like I think Samuel Smith. I think all of their beers are open fermentation, but they ferment them like underground in like open fermenters.
Gotcha.
And they like because of the environment, like none of the like sour or tart or any of the like I don't know. I have no idea, but something. Yeah,
something.
I hate how I like talking about things and then I have no idea what I'm talking about, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, the thing, whatever.
It's a thing, and it says down there. But yeah, but that's the fun of it, though, because neither of us know what we're talking about. But we're sitting here explaining a beer to people. We're potentially explaining a beer to somebody who's like, oh, I mean, you know what? I kind of want to get into smoked beers, and we're like, oh, you know why this beer is great? At the aftertaste, it tastes like ashtray and charcoal. And someone watching is like, maybe I don't want to get into smoked beers.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. It's awesome, trust me.
Yeah, I was.
Anyways, no, what were we gonna say?
Oh, I always feel weird sometimes when I like describe certain things, because then like I get weird. I'm like, no, it doesn't just taste like that. It's like that, but it's like something, but it's good. But it's
It's a good. Imagine a good tasting ashtray.
Yeah.
When there's like sweet malt and stuff involved, it's a good tasting ashtray.
Yeah.
But yeah, down in the comments, what everyone thinks of Fox Farm, the Cavern. What do you think of Fox Farm in general? And if you guys know, do they have a regular Doppelbock? And have you had it side by side, or how does it compare to the regular Doppelbock? Like, how do the characteristics shine through and whatnot? And Keith, where can we find you?
You can find me at 93 Lumber, as you can see on the screen, spelled out, on YouTube and on Instagram. And yeah, those are the two places that I am.
Sweet. And then if you can't find it, we'll link to his YouTube channel like right here, and then down below. So you can just click on the links, and then from there you can go to his YouTube channel, and then go to the Instagrams and all that stuff, and able to watch all of Keith's awesome reviews, including many smoked beers, many smoked beers. But yeah, you can find us at nerdsense.net, and then from there, all of our social media places. And I'm Sean. That's
Keith. Yeah.
And this is Nerdsense.
This is Nerdsense. Oh, I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry.
No, it's the delay. It's the delay.
Okay.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Thanks again. Bye, everyone.